What is going on? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? What is going on is it is Monday night. It is you've tuned into MATCHFIT Entertainment, which means it is rain light racing in the LMU series here on a Monday night. I think we are at about freaking round 3. We're at Imola. I'm Davo, and in the background you can hear clearly just J-Man getting my back.
I'm fired up, mate. I'm fired
He's
up.
ready to
to
go because I'm late. But here we are, round 3, Series 3 in the LMU Series for Rain Light Racing in 2025. Let's look. The guys are in qualifying or something, so let's just hit go on a little bit of action here straight away. Who we got cameras on? Gunther Rowe in the Ferrari, ladies and gentlemen, as we see the LMP cars out, as always, here in the qualifying. J-Man.
Yeah, got the first 10 minutes. We've got 4 minutes remaining of this one, and I'll tell you what, there's a real battle going on for supremacy to lead the start of this race with Nathan Bewley laying down the gauntlet with a 30.8. Prior to that, we saw an official practice was partial to what was going on, and Shane Fotto got a handle on the caddy tonight, and he was in there on a 30.9.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Earlier, Will Dixon's just banked a 30.9. Fotto's got some work to do. He is light on energy, so he's low on fuel as well, and he needs to get somewhere nearly where he was back to compete in with these front two. So
yep.
31.2 there for Bewley, that next one. So he didn't back up the 30.8, but yeah, the hypers are insane around here. They are some 13 seconds a lap faster than a GT3 car. And we're going to get excited about the GT3 cars here, because I tell you what, they are banking some good lap times as well. But right now, it's all about the hypers.
It is all about the hypers.
5 of them out there. We do have a Toyota leading a BMW over a Caddy, over a Porsche, over a Ferrari. So we have got a good selection of manufacturers out there, all having to make the minimum weight there of, I think it's about 1,030 kilos at 500 kilowatts or 670 odd horse for the old money. So very, very impressive piece of equipment, and you know, obviously got some regen going on there. But Bewley banked a very, very nice 30.8 to be just under a tenth and a half ahead at the moment, Will Dixon. So Dixie has really got a handle on this thing as well. Bewley, super quick as always. Just looking at my deltas, seeing who's lighting up the page here.
Wow. Anybody in a hyper's lighting up the page at the moment, J-Man, as the ladies and gentlemen joining us now. Thank you. G'day, Mr. Isaac and Mr. Goddard, for joining us once again live here on the YouTubes. MATCHFIT Entertainment, Monday nights. Rain Light Racing's 2025 LMU series as we wind down to the end of the year. Cracking stuff. Introducing the hypercars here for this last, but albeit short, series here. And yeah, what a show! What a show, J-Man. Nathan Bewley, like you said, out in.
Yeah, and he's just lit up Sector 1 personal best. Goes across there with a 26 with a 0 through Sector 1.
Okay.
That is around about 3 to 4 tenths faster than any of his competition through the sector. With obviously Tamarillo and the Villeneuve chicane in it, and man, he has got this thing.
Okay.
Let's see what Sector 2 delivers another session best as a 32.3.
So just remind me, but Nathan Bewley hasn't been the one on the top of the list in the hypers up until now, has he? I'm sure it was Will Dixon.
He's coming to terms with
Dixon in the BMW was probably the quickest car out there for a couple of rounds. So this is a bit of a change-up, and obviously Bewley, you know, really got his head around this thing and starting to show some pace. Although Will Dixon not that far behind. Yep. So 0.3 of a second
there
over
is.
Will Dixon. We've got actually in times. Oh, it is even closer than that. Yes, it is about 3/10 in the best laps. And then a bit of a gap back to Fotado. Like I think J-Man already
getting
mentioned.
across the line with about 10 seconds to go. And he needs it. He needs this lap.
Yep.
That last one was a 32 with a 9, so that's well off the pace of what he requires to get up there and maybe run that pace with Nate and Dixie. Looks so comfortable in practice.
Yeah, well, look, 3/10 apart pretty well. Bewley to Dixon, and then Dixon to Fotado. To Fotado as well, and then probably nearly about another 3/10 to Fraser, and Gunther maybe half a second back. So from that, so Nathan Bewley in the Porsche, Will Dixon BMW, Shane Fotado, J-Man. Remind me what that car is. If you,
it's the Caddy, mate.
It's the Caddy. That's right. Chris Fraser in the Porsche and Gunther Rowe in the Ferrari, and the Ferrari in the garage. J-Man, I think that is a qualifying over for the Ferrari. With now the GT3s rolling out as we speak. 10 minutes is up. Let's go.
There you go. Bewley puts it on pole for the Hypers. Now we go to the GT3s now.
Robbie Mitchell, J-Man, I think, in the Bilstein BMW leading the field. And I think, unmistakably, Higgles the Ferrari behind, of course, in the golf-inspired livery. George Goddard in that mighty red Ferrari, which we have has seen a lot of cab over the last couple of weeks. Sam Wozniak also out. Costas Makrolos, J-Man.
Yeah, and he's the fast guy out there tonight in the GT3s,
So
I can tell
watch
you.
that, and stunning looking Alexei there. Isaac Ichikawa. I think he's been trying to talk himself down and his pace down all afternoon in the Discord. No one takes that shit. It's just like, yeah, not a chance. Steve Crossland spruiking some fast times and also out on track.
These guys delving deep into the low 44s in practice, so pace is hot for these guys, and there was a big portion of the field that could run those times, so this qualifying is going to be super tight. G'day, Wally. Good to have you on board the stream here tonight, mate. Watching on. But, yeah, so watch out for Costas. Ichikawa also. We know how formidable Goddard is at the moment. The pace he's got of late is very impressive. So this is going to be a tight one. They've got around 7 minutes to get this done.
So who are we missing there? Someone, a couple of big names missing there.
We've got Robbie Fox, Harry Lawrence on outlaps.
Oh, Lawrence.
Pete Dawson's into it, so welcome back, Pete. He was away the other week. Jason McMahony got the Porsche well back up again. And
Lee Perkins, as always, in the Bumblebee, the bright yellow and black Lamborghini. Nice work.
So let's get a read on a number from Robbie Mitchell. So he brings the M4 across the line. What's he got? Okay, so he goes through on a 48.3. It's a fair way off what we're going to expect.
Teggles, all over it. And got it, all over it. Wozniak as well. So Mitchell, with his work cut out for him.
A little bit of pace falling out the track between practice and qualifying, because to see a lot of these guys deep into the fours, so maybe just trying to get those tyre temps working.
Hayden Tagg off track, as you might have just got a sneaky peek of, as Goddard got past there. I think that was just down into one. Steve Crossland to the top of that list, J-Man, with the Aston Martin
lit it
in
up.
a GT3. So nice work from Crossy there. And we've seen that number 43, Sim Black's Aston Martin, punching some good numbers, not only in pre-race practice, but throughout the last couple of weeks.
Mitchell Smith with a big lose out of Tamarillo, I think it was. Lee Perkins on a couple of personal bests,
So still, I think, getting his head around the Lambo a little. Maybe too much rally driving for Perquet. It's a little bit less sideways in these things.
Look out here for the Sim Blacks True to Life Racing Designs Aston Martin of Steve Crossland coming through with a couple of magentas through Sector 1 and Sector 2. So it goes 30.2 and a 37.2 to lead those two sectors. Coming at the back end of the lap. This is going to be a good lap.
Absolutely.
There on a 45.3. Might be looking for a high 4 here.
So after a couple of laps here, look, this is changing quickly. Makalos and Ichikawa, J-Man. Mister,
There's the 44s
I've done
about Crossland, 44
again. So Mister, I haven't done any practice. Ichikawa.
Yeah.
Hits the top of the boards and then quickly eclipsed by Steve Crossland. Makalos obviously up there as well. Wozniak and God. Oh, I was going to actually comment that PD was in there, J-Man. But
He's right in there.
now
One.
PD just shuffled back a little smidge there in the Ferrari. So plenty going on.
Crossy's backed up that lap. He's magenta in Sector 1 again, so he's gone quicker again. 29 with a 9, so you heard me call it. He was in the 30.2 the last one round, so he's knocked 2.5 tenths off of Sector 1 as he wags the tail as he comes across the top. Over the top, and he heads down.
He's looking sharp, J-Man.
Over the Piratella down into Aqua Minerale. He just got really loose there, so I don't expect to see Sector 2 light up.
The board is continuing to shuffle. Harry Lawrence as well. One to watch it. Yeah, one to watch out for, J-Man.
Yeah, so not a good Sector 2 for Crossland. 37 with a 7.
You did
and there we go,
though,
Goddard to the top.
Oh, wow.
44.0. It's going to be a tough lap. Oh,
Gosh.
43.8 from Macrolos.
Well.
The boys have absolutely stepped it up in this qualifying session. I didn't see numbers like this in practice. So
Wow. I'll tell you where the race is going to be tonight. It's not even going to be mid-pack. It is going to be the top end of this GT3 pack. The times are hot. Teggle's also sneaking past PD there, so it's Makalos, Goddard, Ichikawa, Steve Crossland, which is Crossy back down to 4th in the GT3's qualifying, J-Man.
Mate, he was in the top seat a lap ago.
Less than a minute ago. Teggle's there in 5th and the PD down in 6th. So how quickly this has changed. Don't rule out Hayden Tegg, J-Man, Harry Lawrence.
He's coming. He's got a couple of good sectors. He's got a 30.4 in Sector 1, 37.2 in Sector 2. This is going to be not a bad lap.
Pulls at least one position. Yes, maybe 2 there. Makalos back in the pits. Goddard still on track, just dipping down into this final complex of corners. A lot of sand on the right-hand side of there through that double apex. So probably won't do his time any good at all.
Yeah, I'm hearing you, Shane. I did see the inside locking a little bit during the practice session. Not so much in the quali, and it almost looked like you turned the regen down a little bit. The car was kind of oversteering on the way in during practice, but looked like you cleaned it up a bit.
Ichikawa, J-Man, Mister, I haven't had any practice, Kawa.
Mate, he's been eating Pascal pineapple lumps, mate. He's filled with sugar. He's away.
Oh, look.
Oh, every bit of racetrack and some real estate.
So, nice work. Plenty going on, J-Man. Costas Makalos in. Costas also in one of the Lexi as well. So the Lex is quick here at Imola, J-Man. Clearly.
Yeah.
I mean, look, two class acts driving him, so I don't want to take anything away from these two drivers, because Costas and Isaac are very capable men.
What's Goddard here? He's got a good sector 1 going. He's got a 30 with a 0, so very good sector 1. And I'm about to get a read on sector 2. If it's a low 7, it's a 37 with a 0. He has got the fastest middle sector. He is coming for Makalos and Ichikawa.
Big wriggle out of the...
Yeah, that might have just cost him on the exit there.
Looks like he really did need to roll out of it there a little bit to get a handle on that. It was hooked up on the exit curb. Good clean stuff through the final couple of corners here though.
Yeah, he was very, very nice through 17-18 through the Ravasa. Very
Watch
tight.
this time.
Hugs the right-hand side for the shortest route to the finish line. What does it deliver?
Oh!
Goes P2.
Oh! Splits the two.
Down
Splits the
to
two,
the second
Lexus.
row. And Harry Lawrence as well finished that one off well in P4 over Steve Crosland. Good qualifying from the lads. That was pretty intense.
Crossing in 5th. Taggles in 6th. PD, I think just rolling out of the final corner. He's going to do a practice entry on his pit stop in 7th in the GT cars. Robbie Mitchell, Sam Wozniak, Steve Mitchell, Joseph Marty, Lee Perkins.
Mitchell Smith, yeah.
Oh, Mitchell Smith. Sorry. And Lee Perkins and Robbie Fox. So, J-Man, wow. What a frigging cracking qualifying there for the GT cars.
So at around about 13 seconds a lap, it's probably going to be similar to what we've seen in the previous 2 rounds. We might be looking at somewhere, depending on the action on lap 1, around that 8 or 9 lap mark, and we'll start seeing these guys cycle through the field.
Absolutely, absolutely. Do you want to? Have you got points? You got points in front of you?
No, I don't have points.
Let's talk about points.
Yep, you talk about points.
I'm just going to roll through them. GT3s. Oh, hang on. Yes, GT3s. Leading the field at the moment with 77 points after 2 rounds. Harry Lawrence, then George Goddard, not too far behind with 65. I need to put my glasses on for this. Robbie Mitchell, Sam Wozniak, Isaac Ichikawa
with 53.
Taggles, Makalos, Perkins, Crossland. But wait, there's more.
Look at that battle though, Davo. From
Jason
4th
down
to 7th. So Sam Wozniak, 44 points. Ichikawa, 43. Tegi,
42, 41.
And then we go down 41. So that is a tight battle, and those guys will find themselves out on the racetrack tonight without a doubt.
You know it, and there's J-Man just catching me off guard there because I just skim over this stuff. But you are absolutely right there. Jason Bone running in 11th. Some of these guys down the back here have missed some rounds, including Watkins and even PD here, who's here tonight. But just a few guys through whatever reason just not being able to make all the rounds. J-Man, just quickly, only 5 hypers in the point standings. Obviously, only 5 boys running the hypers with Will Dixon in the BMW, like I thought, leading the championship after a stunning first 2 rounds with Bewley rounding right behind him in 2nd position. But that has changed tonight with Bewley leading the field tonight with qualifying. So, Chris Fraser in 3rd, Gunther Rowe in 4th, Shane Frodo just still coming up to speed with The hypercars are running in fifth, but looking very quick tonight, J-Man, if I don't mind saying so. There's the calendar, ladies and gentlemen. We have done Monza, we have done Sebring, we are at Imola, Silverstone next week for another 75-minute race. Then to Spa and Le Mans for 90 at the end, just to finish things off. And yeah, enough of that malarkey. We're about to go race. J-Man, who's your bunny on, brother?
I think there's going to be a pretty good fight in the hypers with Bewley and Dixie. I think Shane probably still coming to terms, even though he's got a lot more pace in the car than he did last week. I think he's probably best bet just to try and run the... He played the long game last week. I was impressed with his drive, given that he had some incidents and he just still pressed on and just put some seat time in. So I think he'll do well just to find his pace tonight, and hopefully those front two get in battle and maybe come back to him. So I think it'll be, yeah, Dixie's got his hands full tonight with Nate, because Nathan's really got his eye on this thing now. But for me, it's the GD3s. I think Costas Makrolos out of P3. If I was a betting man, I would say Costas Makrolos is going to get the GD3s tonight, just to go out on a limb there.
I definitely think the Lexus are looking quick, J-Man. I think I would expect to see Isaac really challenging Costas as well in that little fight there. So yeah, just watch the two Tokyo taxis, I think, tonight, as we have eyes on. I think the cameras are on. Oh, that's Lawrence. He's in a freaking Lexus as well.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, watch out for Harry Lawrence.
If you know, you know. Okay, these boys are onto it. And all the quick eyes, obviously, in the Lexus. Round 3 of 5. Ladies and gentlemen, as we see the hypers roll up this pit. This, should I say, start-finish line is well down the circle. But there we go, green, 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 and the sprint already. Oh, wow. Look at the pace of it. Gunther Rowe forcing the issue with the Porsche. Ferrari v Porsche through the first corners there. We've got to look back a little bit just to see what the GT cars are doing.
Who was there?
I think Crossy got a little bit of a muscle there. It's gone back apart a couple of... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's try and catch up here, guys. We've got 2 races going on. Nathan Bewley out in the lead. No surprise, Wilson. So there's been no change of position there. Except for, oh, actually, Chris Fraser went backwards. J-Man.
He did.
That's probably what you were talking about. Ichikawa.
Good battle here. Harry Lawrence and Costas Makrolos haven't organised that.
Oh, Lawrence! Well off the track. We picked that up on camera, J-Man. He was gone from freaking way back.
He was lucky to save that.
I don't think he really saved it. I don't think the
I
wall
think he
saved
took it off the wall. Did he keep
No,
it?
he hit the wall. He hit the wall.
He did it. Okay.
So very tight at the top end. Look, and no surprise as the boys run out of that chicane at the top. We will get back up to the pointy and just see where Bewley has landed here. And he's landed in first after lap 1. Will Dixon, Shane Frodeno. Sparks are flying. Look at these guys all in close quarter. Gunther Rowe. After a Fraser mistake earlier on in lap 1. Plenty going on, J-Man. What are you looking at the GTs?
Top, half a second up the top between Bewley and Dixon. Well, I'm still looking at this battle between Costas Makrolos and George Goddard, and they need to sort this out, find some sort of rhythm, because Ichikawa does have the pace.
He'll step away, won't he?
Yep, absolutely. So his first standing lap time for Ichikawa was a 54.3 versus the rest of the field in the 55s to 59. So he really got a beautiful break off the start, just clean, fresh air, gets out there and does the business. yeah, certainly got a Macrolos. That is a good battle.
Absolutely. Steve Crossland just sitting a little bit of clean air there, unlike Pete Dawson just behind him, Sam Wozniak, and not too far back.
Those guys are tight.
Yeah, Joseph Barney. And just watch Barney too. He will gain on that little fight that's just in front of him between PD and Sam. So watch that closely. Where is Lawrence in front of Fox?
Harry
Lawrence went backwards, obviously.
Trying to work over Robbie Mitchell and Mitchie Smith.
And working hard too, as you can see. A lot of attitude in the car. Let's get back up the pointy end here just quickly. Nathan Bewley. Dixon's not letting him go, J-Man.
No. Broken away from Shane Fodderdo by a couple of seconds or 2.5 now. So like I said, Shane just needs to find his rhythm here. Let those boys go to battle. Hope they trip over each other. That's, I think, given the pace, the race pace, I think that's what he can hope for at the moment.
Oh, look,
32-4.
I tend to agree. Yeah, sorry, mate. He doesn't need to chase these boys. Oh, Jesus, we see Bewley very sideways. He's vulnerable to Dixon there. Sideways at the top of the hill there. Got a little bit of sand.
A little bit sideways down the bottom, down at Aqua Minerale as well. Just a little bit of entry oversteer. So we'll see what it looks like coming into the Alta chicane here.
Bit of damage control there. Look, and Fodderdo, we were just talking about Fodderdo. He's got to just, like I said, focus. Not worry about the two boys in front of him. Let them, fight amongst themselves. But he does have Gunther Rowe behind him, and Gunther very handy at the wheel in the hypers. So that's the challenge for Shane Fodderdo at the moment. Let's get back up here. Just have another quick look at this. More dirt flying from Bewley's car as he exits the final corner here. Here we go.
Yeah,
it's
Dixie
on.
Underneath the wing here. Good opportunity down to turn 1. Bewley makes him go the long way round. Leaves himself shallow. Can he do an over-under here? He's trying to set it up. Good if he can get to the inside here.
Joe, man.
Thinks there wasn't the overlap before they tipped down the Villeneuve.
Some seriously tight racing there in these cars. I tell ya, there's not much margin for error. Man, that is quick as hell. We just see Chris Fraser in the background in the just probably not got his head down tonight. Circuit. Gunther Rowe in 4th, Shane Fodderdo in 3rd. Okay, where are we at? J-Man, talk to me. GTs.
Not really sure what happened to Robbie Mitchell and Mitchie Smith, because that was Harry Lawrence was behind both those guys. Now both those guys are 17th, 18th.
Oh, okay. And I see Perkins up in there as well. So
yeah.
Yes.
But you mentioned Joseph Marnie moving forward, and he is. I've been watching the gap to Sam Wozniak, and he is definitely closing that margin down. So he's making his way towards P11, and it's not too far up the road. We obviously saw before Wozniak was giving Pete Dawson a bit of a hurry up.
Yeah, and not so much now though. So so PD's obviously come up to speed and been able to leave Sam a little bit, get a few car lengths actually, quite a few car lengths on him, and so those guys is sort of getting in their rhythm early. I thought Joseph would have been on the back of Wozniak already, but not to be. But still on the charge, J-Man. Like you mentioned, Harry Lawrence has moved up a couple of positions, but only because Mitchell Smith and Robert Mitchell. I get these guys mixed up, the Mitchell thing. So, but here we are. Yeah. Here we are. The boys are relegated back down to 17th, 18th at the moment, J-Man.
Yeah, I'm still fixated on the Dixie Nathan Bewley
battle.
Hard not to be. Can't help but feel that Dixie has, in the early stages of this race, got just a little bit more car pace, and he catches Nathan in the wrong spot, and he's got a good racing IQ on him as Will Dixon, and he's backed out of a couple of opportunities because they were sort of 50-50 calls, and he knows it's a long way to make the 75 with a clean car, and these things will be very sensitive to aero damage, so you just want to keep that mindset, just keep working them over and maybe push Nate into a mistake. But this will be good for Nathan Bewley as well. You know, he relished the competition. There's been many a time we've held a broadcast here and he hasn't seen a lot of TV because he's had the pace to pull away, but at the moment in the hypers, Will Dixon is up to the challenge.
Big
run off there. Big run off for Nathan Bewley.
But with just enough gap, he's got the gap though, hasn't he, to manage it? And we saw it before, like a couple of laps ago, at the top of the hill here. We saw him do exactly the same thing, just run wide. Took him a couple of corners to gather it because he actually ran wide at the bottom of the bloody hill as well. So.
Yeah, but it just sort of screams that he's really pushing
He's pushing.
Absolute limit just to run this pace. And you know, if you look at the apexes and the track that Dixie's using, he just looks a little bit more comfortable at the moment. You know, potentially by way of being able to brake just slightly earlier and cadence brake in and close the margin, but he does look a lot more comfortable at the moment. Now, these boys, this is the first of coming through on these cars.
Okay, so
and they have caught Robbie Mitchell, and it is lap 6.
Oh, this is where it starts to get hairy, J-Man. Not only for Mitchell, but the boys. And look at it.
Oh, look, he's already got the overlap. That was critical to do that, and he's going to place himself.
Oh no! Whoa! Dixon, he still hasn't pulled that thing up.
Well read by Nathan Bewley to go to the right-hand side. He knew there was another lap car coming.
It doesn't get any sketchier than that. Oof. J-Man.
Big lock up there from Nathan Bewley.
And Dixon, tangled up in traffic, so...
a little further back.
Here we go. That's Bewley past... Is that Perko? Yep. So these guys moving very quickly through the field here, and you did call this at the top of the broadcast, J-Man, how the difference between lap times here at this particular track is quite big, isn't it?
Well, these guys have just gone another level as well. I mean,
in the hypers,
Yeah. We saw them. We saw them doing some pretty impressive times, but look at that. Best lap time out there. Will Dixon 31.7. You know, the times are impressive. They're going faster now than in quali trim. Hang on, no, I tell a lie. They were in the. Where were they? Oh no, they might have been in the 33 sevens, were they? Yeah, it is definitely nuts, Matt. Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's just I'm trying to get a little bit of in-car footage. Goddard all over Ichikawa, J-Man. No, I'm seeing that.
100%.
And Crossland working on the back of Makalos already. But yeah, I'm just trying to pick up out of the front of some of these GT cars here. Just watching. So here we go. We got Wozniak here. Bam.
And so the other thing to consider too, when the hypers are coming through, we're watching them about their battle coming through. But you know, a GT3 car, if he decides to lift or get offline for any reason to let the hyper through, that compromises him. I'm looking at Sam Wozniak versus Harry Lawrence. You know, if a hyper comes through right at the wrong time for Wozniak or Lawrence for that matter, that could be the difference in closing the margin.
Oh, definitely, and vice versa, I think.
Yeah. So it's already back to 0.6. It was out to 1.6 between the front two, Nathan Bewley, Will Dixon. They've got around 8 seconds on Fodado having to negotiate that traffic as well.
Okay, just have a look over the rear quarter of Steve Crossland's Aston Martin here. Oh. And the closing speed from the Hypers is next level.
That's the 2 leaders going through as quick as you like. Look at how they got caught there. It's one line down through here.
Yeah. So they're stuck between Crossland and Makalos here. And Makalos just quick enough to really upset that little equilibrium there. And Bewley with a slip. Luckily for Dixon, because Dixon had actually got caught behind Makalos there. Again.
And they're up behind the leaders of the GD3 class now.
Right, on it. Here he goes. 1, 2, 1, 2. There it is. Isaac Ichikawa and George Gunner with Nathan Bewley and Will Dixon. Bam, bam, bam. There it is. Where are we in this race here, J-Man? What's the time?
So just over an hour left to run.
So that's 15 minutes, 14 minutes, or just a little under.
Full on action.
14 minutes.
Oh, look at this. Crossland on Macrolos.
They have passed the whole field. Oh, and that's Shane Fronado. Shane Fronado looking for the space as well.
And that's going to compromise Crossland through turn 18.
Oh, it is
Out of the
on. It is
that's
on.
going to give Macrolos an opportunity to have the overlap down to turn 1.
Oh, Crossland definitely vulnerable here. Bakalos on the correct side of the track. Oh, there's another one coming. Here he goes. He splits him. Crossy saw it. Gets out into the pit exit. Fuck me, David. That is next level. Wow.
Hey, and all of that.
Wow.
All of that. Ichikawa's managed to hold off Goddard through all of that.
Oh, my. God, how many?
And there's Chris Fraser turns up on the scene.
I can take it. That is amazing. Super quick stuff from all these guys. And look, without incident, mind you, we've got to just really praise these guys. Very quick stuff. Sorry, Harry Lloyd on Mr. Wozniak.
Yeah, he's right there, mate. Just absolutely shadowed him up over the hill, up through the Piratella and down to Aqua Minerale. He's right on him. Wozniak.
Blowtorch applied by Mr. Lawrence here. Wozniak looks like he's covering as we look over the windscreen of Harry Lawrence's car. And Wozniak no slouch, J-Man. Like, seriously, this guy's on the money.
Dixie with another big look on Nathan Bewley down to 1. Sorry, Dave, I'm a bit like yourself. I've got my cameras are bipolar at the moment, I'll tell you.
The struggle is real, ladies and gentlemen.
Mate. Oh, here we go. Bewley has a slip, and that's going to give an outside opportunity here.
Does it?
Bewley covers it. I tell you what, he got away with that one. He won't get that opportunity too many times.
He won't. And look, lights ablaze. Like he's making sure Bewley can see exactly where he is. I'm right here, mate. Oh, these guys are on point, J-Man. Like
they are. And I'll tell you what it's done with these hypers coming through as well, with obviously various lines and different places that they've come through, is that the top 2 are very quickly becoming the top 4. Ichikawa over Goddard, over Macrolos. Crossland joined the party. Pete Dawson's got a few seconds, around about 5 odd seconds behind that battle. Harry Lawrence through on Sam Wozniak. What can he do about the deficit up the road to Harry Lawrence? Got to try and get a read on what his margin is. Yeah, so he's got a good 4.5 odd seconds up the road to try and get to PD.
Oh man, Will Dixon is relentless, and Bewley feeling the pressure. Ladies and gentlemen, is this some of the best racing you have seen on a Monday night? If so, hit the like button.
Look.
Like, come on, guys. Just get in it. Get amongst it.
That is so close.
It
Just
is
shows
very
you how
close.
comfortable Dixon is with the car. He can sit right underneath the rear diffuser of Nathan Bewley at the moment. Really pushing him along, and those rear tyres of Bewley's car look to be getting a hell of a workout. We've seen them disconnect multiple times over the last
multiple times. Actually, right
laps.
from very early on, actually, even in the race, J-Man. So, definitely working hard. We put it down to, what was it? Pushing hard. Now the car and the tyre is starting to struggle from it.
Just coming up on Robbie Fox here.
Fox here. He sees him coming. He's just like, I'm out. You guys can have it. Very, very clean stuff. Look, the skill from these two guys to run this close in hypercars
Draft here.
at Imola, like on some other tracks, this sort of proximity isn't sort of unheard of. Oh, Bewley again!
Bewley.
Big pinch of the rears there.
Yeah.
But here at Imola, it is constant, and these guys, very skilled. Awesome stuff to watch, J-Man. Spectacular.
Yeah. Oh, mate, it's like playing any other car game of fast forward, really, isn't it?
It is, it is. Look, we need to get the rest of this field a little bit of airtime, but it's hard to because this is still going on here.
Macrolos is a long way back. He is back to P9 in the GD3 class.
I didn't see him pit.
So, no, I haven't seen him pit.
Oh, what a show. What a show. Look, I can just about guarantee if we flick the cameras off these boys, something's going to go down. But we really do need to give the boys, the GT boys, some airtime here. Wow, that is epic to watch. We are going to watch them run across the line one more time because I can't take my freaking eyes off of J-Man. And watch them down to one. We've seen Bewley with a couple of little errors, unforced errors here. Well, I don't know whether I'd call them unforced because he does have wheel discount. Oh, Dixon. Oh, and again. See the attitude of the car, and Bewley again. Very taily on the exit, on the entry and the exit.
Oh, and who's that? Is that Lee Perkins off in the kitty litter up ahead? Hopefully his re-entry's okay. Ooh.
He's just let those boys go past.
Look at the slide there from Bewley into Tozer. It just backed its way in there.
Let me see whether I can adjust. Here we go. Back to next as well. There you go. No, that was a bit of a sore point in previous streams. So it's not one lap down now. You can see the actual physical changes. Okay, Steve Crossland. Are we back at with Bewley and Dixon? I can't. It's hard to get the cameras off of guys when it is this good, and they are coming through some of the GT cars once again for the second time, mind you. But J-Man, we are going to have to force ourselves to go through this field of GT cars just quickly here. Isaac Ichikawa, George Goddard, right on his bump. Steve Crossland with a bit of a gap and some clean air back to PD. Now PD wasn't there before, so PD in a great position in third in the GT cars. Harry Lawrence, fourth should I say, yes J-Man. Harry Lawrence in fifth and Sam Wozniak.
Macrolos, sorry to interrupt you, Davo. Macrolos in the fence hard down towards Villeneuve, so he's had a lose coming out of Tamarillo by the look of it. Sorry, mate, as you were, just looking at him recovering there, but he's got a long way back.
That is unfortunate for Macrolos. We were back down to Marnie, who we thought was going to catch up to Sam Wozniak, has not done so yet. Hayden Tech, Robbie Mitchell, Costas Macrolos. We see now recovering Mitchell Smith, Robbie Fox, and Lee Perkins putting it to the garage. He's had enough. J-Man.
Yep.
Isaac, I haven't done any friggin' practice. Ichikawa here, just smashing out the tires. George Goddard, if George Goddard was 3 car lengths closer to Ichikawa, we would literally be having the identical races. What's going on up to the pointy end of the field? Because these
Harry
guys,
Lawrence through on PD. Sorry, David.
yeah, so these guys running in very close proximity. What happened there? Did PD make a mistake? I didn't think Lawrence was that quick to PD when we just run through the field there. So PD with maybe a little bit of a mistake there. Lawrence, well, no mistake. Lawrence definitely through into 4th position now, and it will be on the hunt for Steve Crossland in the Aston. What have we got?
Bewley with nearly a lose and Dixie with nearly a lose. I'll tell you what, I just watched the margin go from 0.2 to 1.3 because of lap traffic. Closed back up again as they turned up at Tosa to head up the hill to the Puratella. And I tell you what, they both nearly had a rotation coming through the hairpin at Tosa.
Now a massive gap between them.
Turn 7, yeah, well, it's stretched back out again, but it's only a GD car away from closing back up again.
Oh, you know.
See where he catches these cars at the chicane. If he catches them before the chicane,
well, that's PD there. So it was Sam Wozniak that obviously caused the drama there. Diggs. Oh, here we go. They are just coming up, starting on this second run round for the Hypers on the GT cars. In the lapping phase, they are definitely coming up on them a little bit more awkward than the first phase, J-Man. Still no contact. There's no major issue here, but it is bringing the racing together or spreading it apart.
it's the second
Okay, so
difference.
that's definitely pushed Bewley and Dixon apart there in that last couple of laps there, as they've sort of had to navigate that. Ichikawa and the GT cars, Ichikawa and Goddard haven't really changed much, but what we have seen with that exchange is PD and Harry Lawrence change positions, so...
Yep.
Plenty going on. Plenty going on, and there's still much more to come here. 15 minutes yet to run on it. We're not even halfway.
Once again, Bewley just down the bottom of the Aqua Minerale there, just catches Crossing at a good spot, and it's actually going to make that end up catching Dixie in the wrong spot, although I don't think he probably came out of it as bad as he could have, because he actually caught Crossy on the exit. The GT cars actually get through that Alta chicane very well. So 2 more cars they're about to catch up now, and this will be Goddard and Ichikawa, so the leaders of the races. This is another full lap through the field, so this will put your leaders down 2 laps. Everybody else in the GT cars already down 2. Here we go. This will complete the field again for these 2 very quick hypercars. Nothing wrong with the brake performance for the Lexus down there into Tamarillo.
And you didn't mention that actually at the chicane at the top of the hill there. The GT cars more than capable, aren't they? And almost better off the curbs at in that particular part of the track. So,
Yep.
And we saw it again there. It just in that broken area into one. Ichikawa.
Yeah, just a
more than capable.
read on Crossy here. He's starting to make some inroads into the 2 leaders. He's definitely starting to make some gains. Especially Fododo through on them now. So Fododo about to make his second full rotation. through the field as he catches up to Goddard, and he's probably just going to have to tuck in behind Ichikawa through the chicane. Oh, that caddy sounds beautiful.
As always, the best hypercar sound out of a lot of them, in my opinion.
1.9 the margin now, Dixie to Bewley, so it has stretched out. Saw some mistakes creeping into Dixie on the second rotation through the field. Came through there that time round. 32.0 for Bewley, 32.7 for Dixie.
So as we start to wind down to, I suppose, pretty much halfway here, 75-minute race here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. No compulsory pit stop, I don't think, here, J-Man, but we know the boys can't run for the full 75, so they're just going to have to stop. It's a full CPS anyway.
Yep.
Ooh, what are we going to see? What are we going to see? We're going to see that usual flurry of pit stops, aren't we?
Crossy definitely coming. What was the last lap time? 44.9 plays a 45.2 and a 45.6. So Crossy definitely got more pace than the two race leaders at the moment. 3.4 is the margin. As we see Goddard look to be wide there at the top of the hill, coming up over the Puritella there. Did look very, very wide. And that's closed the margin. Crossy super sideways down to Aqua Minerale, runs it off the track. That'll deplete some of the gains he's just made.
So I'm wondering, is the rubber just getting a little bit second-hand here?
Could be, could be. They've been pushing hard.
I mean, Imola, it's a curvy place, mate. You know? They do lean on them quite a bit.
Yeah. Hey, and look, approaching halfway through the race, if you look out the rearward shot from Steve Crossan on certain angles, you'll see that car of Harry Lawrence, the Lexus, and we know Harry races the full 75. You can never count this guy out of a 75-minute race. He just keeps banking the laps. He's eyes forward, stay focused. He had a rough start for this one.
You can't rule him out until the frickin' flag's dropped. I tell you, Lawrence will come the whole race, all the way to the end.
Big wiggle up the Puritella.
So what are you saying, J-Man? Are you saying that Crossy want to just keep his shit in check, or what?
Well, Crossy, you know, I mentioned that he had that lose down the bottom at Minerale there, but he still made a net gain of about 0.4 of a second on Goddard. However, Goddard lost around about 1.6, 1.8 seconds on Ichikawa to make that margin down to 2.2 now. So that was probably by way of both of them making a couple mistakes. However, Ichikawa, with no practice, just keeps banking those laps.
Mr. No Practice Ichikawa.
Yeah. Now Dixie really starting to close that margin down. We saw it out to 2 seconds. It's under a second now as they get into lap 21 of this race with 43 3/4 minutes left to run. Plenty of time. And this has been a fascinating battle between these two. Really, really hard fought, having to deal with lap traffic and also just the brute pace of these things, making sure that they can stop them, relying on the aero package, relying on the regen. You know, these guys have got a lot going on with these cars, you know, managing, I guess, battery deployment. Okay, 2.5 the gap now. Crossland. Harry Lawrence around 5.9 off of that. Pete Dawson another 8.7. Sam Wozniak 7.5 off of that. So there's a bit of a spread throughout the field. Just having a look down through the GT cars. Robbie Mitchell can see Hayden Tegg, I believe. It's a little bit of work to do there. Two retirements, Mitchie Smith and Lee Perkins, obviously, at this point of the race. So, like I said, plenty more to come. and I think there's plenty more to come. Still got a fascinating pit duel to go on. Just thinking about how fast the brain has to process stuff for a hyperdriver coming into the pit lane to do a fuel stop here. That must be absolutely hectic when they come in. And here we go. Nathan Bewley catches one of the GT cars of Robbie Mitchell, and I reckon he caught it at the wrong time because that just closed the margin.
Well, I don't think Dixon didn't really get a really nice run at it either, J-Man. Running into the next chicane on that overtake.
Any easier.
So these guys, it is a lottery as they come up behind these cars, and these cars are not obliged to move aside at all, J-Man, as they run their way through them. Teggles next on the list here for Will Dixon.
Yeah, that was an easy pass for Dixie there. Look, Nathan Bewley did a nice job coming down to Minerali there just to get that done. But the chicane pace there for Will Dixon, pretty impressive.
It was. But Bewley no slash.
Harry Lawrence, 4.8 seconds to make up on Steve Cross now. So he's only pulled about a tenth of a second out of the last margin that I called. So it's a slow burn at the moment. The GT cars are on very, very similar pace. If you look at it, Ichikawa 45 with a 4, 45 with a 1 for Goddard, 46 with a 0 for Cross, and a 44 with an 8 for Harry Lawrence to be the quickest GT car out there last lap round. So Harry on a mission.
Yeah, and definitely one to be reckoned with, J-Man. He can see the bright yellow number 43 Aston of Steve Crossan now. What better a carrot than actually getting a good solid visual on the car in front, and there it is. Robbie Fox, by the looks of it, just in front of Steve Crossan. So,
oh, Bewley catches Joseph Marnie at an awkward spot coming down to Minerali, and he really has to back out of it.
Oh, he did too.
And that'll work well for Dixie there because it was about 1.8 seconds again.
It's a little bit, let me give it a little bit of take out. I just don't see massive gains.
Well, that was a second. That was a second gain, or near close to it, 9 tenths.
Does he follow it through though? This is where we've seen chop and change. So I think that's Mitchell Smith.
6 tenths, he's definitely in the tow.
Who's that that just snuck past there? Oh, that's Sam Wozniak in the BMW. So both of them catching him on the start finish straight. Look, and Bewley just relentless. He's just not giving up. He's staying on the throttle. Will Dixon happy to take the fight to Bewley. The roles are reversed. We saw Will over the first couple of rounds really dominating the BMW, J-Man, and not here tonight though. As Bewley put the practice laps in, or is that that car just a little bit better suited to the Imola track? I'm sure they've got their little idiosyncrasy.
Read on the GD3 lap times this round, this time on round, because I think Harry Lawrence.
Okay, so they just snuck past Teggles there in an awkward spot again at the top of the hill there. J-Man, what is that chicane called again? And now down out of the final corner here, and they do
right
have
in the slip this time is
Robbie
Dixie.
Robbie Fox on the start finish straight here. They are going to wrap him up pretty quickly here. Oh, here we are, side by side. Oh, it's on as they come up by one of the lap cars. Well,
Oh, super clean.
Oh.
Side by side down into Tozer.
Man.
The camber favours the inside of the corner there. Such a hard place to go around the outside. He's tried it a few times already tonight. Here's Dixie, and it hasn't paid off.
More traffic.
Yeah, it's going to be an awkward spot.
We are going to hold on this, ladies and gentlemen, for a little bit. Oh, this is where the battle is. Bewley, very sideways. There it is.
There it is.
Dixon pass. Bewley with that little error, getting a lot of turning. Oversteer on the car. I don't know whether it's a pinching of the rears or just the way the car's set up aero-wise, but Bewley finally, Dixon passed, J-Man.
Yeah, it's taken a good 40 minutes for him to get it done, and
Oh,
he's got it done.
it's very much 40 minutes worth of racing. Bewley will be dirty. That is Steve Crossland there. They are quickly going to round up, clearly.
Yep.
So there is the break. There is the change in the Hypers here tonight. It has been very... Hey, look, and to be honest, it has been very eventful in the hypercars here tonight compared to the first two rounds, with these guys running like nose to tail pretty much for the last 40 minutes. So very much a spectacle, which we've loved. Hard to take our eyes off it. Bewley with another little unforced error there after sneaking past Crossland.
And look at that, Bewley catches Ichikawa
again
right
in
at
the
wrong
oh
spot.
no, wrong spot. So that gap, look at that gap, and hasn't it changed or what?
Yeah, 1.5, 1.6 already. But as quick as it can go that way, it can also happen for Will Dixon, depending on what traffic's out there for him.
For sure,
However,
for sure.
He's
lapped the field. He's just lapped Ichikawa. So that's the field for another whatever. Okay, can we get back to the GT cars, J-Man, now?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I tell you what, Harry Lawrence is starting to get sights on Steve Crossland, who is looking up the road at George Goddard. So, battle for the podium, I believe, is going to be on in the next 10, 15 minutes. He's going to get there.
I think that's Gunther Rowe, one of the hypers, actually just sneaking past there on Crossy there. Very respectful, obviously.
Okay, so we have had a positional change for Chris Fraser and Shane Fodado. So what does that mean? Is Fodado's re-energised that car, so has Gunther Rowe. So they have been in the pit stop.
These cars are so quick. We even missed their freaking pit stops, J-Man. What's going on?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So Harry Lawrence chasing Steve Crossland. Isaac Ichikawa out in front. George Goddard in second. These guys actually fairly close together, J-Man. As we just see, I think the last of the hypers actually sort of filter through the top end of the GT pack. And if you didn't notice that, if you just catch every now and then on the camera shot we got at the moment, that is Steve Crossland's car just in the background there from George Goddard. So these guys are not that far apart. So there it goes, Ichikawa, George Goddard, and Steve Crossland right there. Who's behind Steve Crossland? Bloody Harry Lawrence, that we all mentioned to you at the top of the stream, not to discount, because he'll chase all the way to the end, and Lawrence sitting in fourth position at the moment. He definitely has Steve Crossland in the crosshairs, J-Man. And with, what have we got? 30 odd minutes to go. It would not surprise me to see Lawrence chase down, catch Crossland, and actually sneak past. So, Pete Dawson,
yep.
5th position. Sam Wozniak, 6th. Joseph Marnie in 7th. Hayden Ting at 8th. Robbie Mitchell in 9th, and Costas Makalos with a big off earlier in the race. And with maybe a slightly damaged car, currently holding down 10th in the GT class. Even with the damage, that thing looks fantastic. We love a good Lexus, J-Man. We love a Lexus. Okay, talk to me, J-Man. What's going on? Has Dixon, has Bewley got it? Has he got enough to chase Dicko down?
Yeah, look, it's you know, by way of lap traffic and that, this thing is by no means done. I think you'd need comfortably.
Are these guys lapping Shane Frodeau now? Because Shane Frodeau's pitted?
Pitted, yes.
So Hyper's lapping Hypers?
Temporarily, yes.
Okay, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Imola 2025 Red Light Racing LMU Series 3 Bradley broadcast to you by MATCHFIT Entertainment. Again, Monday night means LMU, means Rain Light Racing. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. And if you're new to the channel and you're just viewing for the first time, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification button. Get amongst it, guys. Jump on board with the boys. Links to their Discord are in the description.
Fascinating, Will Dixon with Shane Frodeau in the crosshairs. Not such an easy pass, that one.
Nah, probably not. And Frodeau, look, really, is he obliged? Will he get a blue flag? Probably, won't he?
You would think so.
Yeah. Frodeau. Oh, navigating. Who's that in the Bilstein car? That's Mitchell, isn't it?
Robbie Mitchell, yeah.
Yeah. And that's Taggles just in front of him. So here they come. Again, it's constant. Focus on just what
See
what
the
is
blue flags. The blue lights flashing now. It's inside, I believe, 0.8 or something like that, and then they light up. So there you can see it. He is that close to him now. Oh, Bewley off wide through Villeneuve there. That would have cost him a couple of tenths. Goddard has not given up, I don't believe, on Ichikawa either. These guys getting down.
Oh, definitely not. I totally agree, Jay, man. I don't think...
On energy now.
Yeah, Goddard, it's not over until the bloody flag drops. Seriously. And I think that the same with Harry Lawrence as well. These guys...
Harry Lawrence is in the pits.
They will run right to the end. They'll push hard. And look, and as will, I'm just thinking Shane Frodeau. Look at Shane. He is losing nothing at the moment to Dixon. Or very little. And managing and navigating the lap traffic extremely well does Shane. So as we see the GT cars, flurry of GT cars. Oh, Dixie in.
Bewley stays out.
Bewley stays out. Okay, notable that is.
Activity in there in the pit lane at the moment. We've got Harry Lawrence coming out. We've got Wozniak in. We've got Marnie in.
So, big shake-up. No surprise. Robbie Mitchell in, Wozniak in, Marnie in. We got Dixon in. A little dicky way they do the pit stops, but here we go. We're watching it live. As a little interesting, Will Dixon and Marnie. Yeah, Marnie's just like, oh God, why even contest it?
He rolls out of it. He's just like, you're gonna go anyway.
You're gonna go anyway. Hardly worth. Bam! There goes Dixon.
Yeah, nice. Now Bewley's pretty much got to come in. He's down to 2% on the energy, as he just will try and round up Pete Dawson maybe before he comes in.
Goddard in, Ichikawa in, Steve Crossland, J-Man. Look at these three.
Yep.
Plenty going on. That was that one of the hypers?
Oh, Goddard.
What happened
Goddard
there?
and Crossland both get Ichikawa in the stop.
Oh, really?
So, what are we looking
Really?
at? Goddard,
What happened there?
2%. Ichikawa putting in on too much energy or fuel.
Or both.
74%.
Or both.
Yeah. So we've got a race on our hands, but more importantly,
You
where is
know it.
Harry Lawrence? Here he comes. Now Harry Lawrence put on 6.
So, all right, Lawrence has already been in.
On these boys super quick. And he is going to come in right behind Ichikawa down into Tamburillo. And he's right in touch with the front three now. So that worked very well for Harry Lawrence.
And whether he gets Isaac or not, he's actually closer to Crossland, which who he was chasing, is that right? So
Dixie, yeah, sorry mate, Dixie coming down the pit straight. Nathan Bewley coming out the lane. There he goes, flying on by. So Dixie unlocks that part of the puzzle, gets the pit stop done.
man, so much going on, hard to keep up with here. Luckily there's only 5 hypers, J-Man.
Oh, stop go for Pete Dawson in the pit stop.
Ah, no! Really?
Yep.
Okay, so Ichikawa. What the hell happened there?
Just too much fuel.
Too much juice.
Too much energy. Yep.
Yeah.
Too much juice, mate.
Yeah, well,
Work to do now.
well, clearly, I've been calling him no practice Ichikawa all night. Well, he definitely didn't practice his pit stop, so it's what we can take from that. So, but that allows George Goddard, who wasn't giving up on him anyway, pass. Steve Crossland also passed, but we can't forget Lawrence, J-Man, who has now slipped back into the fray, is tucked in behind Ichikawa, and that might just inspire him a little bit to chase that little bit harder. So top 4, very good.
Yeah.
This is going to come down to the wire here. I can see it coming.
Yeah, based on predictive, there's a freebie on offer here for Sam Wozniak and Joseph Marnie as well, out of 10th and 11th.
With Pete Dawson. Yep.
Possibly Hayden Tegg as well.
So PD rolls in. Wozniak passed, J-Man. He's right behind him. Where is Marnie? Marnie passed as well. Easily. With PD rolling through the pit
Tegg's
lane.
coming out the final turn now.
Well,
And it's
stop,
a stop go.
it's a
so
stop
not
go.
drive-through.
Yeah, there
It's
you
a
go.
stop.
There you go. So he's gone. Robbie Mitchell maybe as well. We've got Costas Makalos in recovery mode. Dawson just going backwards here, J-Man. So tough gig for PD.
Fotodo Fraser is a good battle, Davo. It is on. Another couple of hypers trading here. Gunther, obviously we lost Gunther early.
Pit stops starting to equalise now. Pass Lawrence, that's Marnie, should I say, in the Porsche, which we just look over the back wing of Chris Fraser's car here. The Porsche hypercar passing the Porsche of Joseph Marnie. It's just like it's looking for a parking space at Coles. But the only difference being that he's got Shane Fotodo right tucked up underneath that wing.
Yeah, and he is right there hounding him.
Yeah, no giving up. Shane
So Ichikawa got Crossland, and so did Harry Lawrence.
Oh, what the
Crossland's
hell?
had a
What
run-off.
Howard says... Crossy's been off. Clearly.
I just said it off, I think it was twice. So there's Dixie, and there's Bewley. So Dixie gets held up by Ichikawa. That's going to favour Nathan Bewley.
Oh, yeah, but
Still
it's
22 and a quarter minutes left to run.
Bewley really needs to refocus. Too many unforced errors in the first stint, I think, from Bewley.
Yep.
But timing on the overtakes, again, J-Man, we've been talking about it all, the whole event, the whole race here tonight is just the timing as the hypers come through the field, the GT field is critical, isn't it, here? And we're still seeing it now.
Yeah, it is. Oh, fascinating battle. Goddard, Ichikawa, Lawrence, though. That one there is 1.8 seconds margin, then another 1.4 seconds the margin back to Harry Lawrence. They are tight, they are close.
All three cars in camera shot. All three cars in camera shot. Including still Steve Crossland after, obviously, a little bit of an unforced error there. The GT race will run to the wire. We got 20 minutes still, J-Man, too, for these four guys to work it out. Anything could happen. We've got just remember, we have the hypers circulating through the GT field in 14 minutes. All right? So, potentially we've got clearly we've got to have the hypers running through the field again before the end of the race, J-Man.
Yeah. Now, the tables have turned. It looks to me like Dixie's quite frantic, and Nathan Bewley looks to be driving this thing beautifully, coming down into Minerali that time.
Always easy to chase, J-Man, you know that.
Yep.
It's hard to be a good leader. I'll just slip that one in there.
Harry Lawrence now starting to put some pressure on Ichikawa. Good battle going on there. That was 1.4 seconds not so long ago. Now it's 0.4. I reckon there's a sting in the tail for both classes before the end of this. I reckon.
I totally agree. I totally agree.
Going to have a crack at Dixie, and I think Harry Lawrence is going to have a definite crack at Ichikawa.
There's no doubt about it that Bewley has settled down a little bit since his pit stop. This is going to be on before the end of the race. Bewley just the attitude. I don't know whether it's the car or Bewley's style, but the car looks loose compared to the BMW. It just does. Like I said, I don't know whether it's Bewley it's a the car.
Davo doing a nice job.
So
it's that position 3 back, Davo.
But and then the Goddard, Ichikawa, Lawrence, Crossland thing, freaking thing could go anywhere. Like that is so tight. No surprise that the two Lexus are very close together, J-Man, now with the Ichikawa and Lawrence. Look at the two, very much in touch with each other. Goddard has sort of stepped away, but not much. He's not out of touch. Crossland and
move coming here from Macrolos.
Macrolos. Oh, hang on, let me scroll down. Macrolos on Mitchell. Oh, that is close, actually. Tidy stuff from both the boys there. Mitchell's just like, hey, no blue flags here, bro. You're going to have to work for this bar. Oh! And he works him up. He set him up. He definitely worked him over there. Nice work from Macalon. Class act. No surprise.
Yeah. Over under 101.
You got it. You got it there, mate. So nice pick up, J-Man. Robbie Mitchell Losers out over Costas Makalos. Makalos, sort of in recovery mode a little bit, J-Man. Is that the Hypers coming through again? I can see in the background. I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
We'll get over the rear wing. We'll stay on Makalos's car, but we'll just get out of the rear windscreen here. Look at the closing speeds, and we thought Dixie and Bewley battle was... Look at how close these two are. It's on. Oh my God. That's just not over. This is so not over. Holy crap, they're closer as ever, but just roles reverse. We saw Bewley literally sit in...
Dixie just dumped the battery then. Did you see the gap?
I saw the gap. I saw the gap. Had a big pun. Yep, but what is it? A couple of car legs? Is it enough? No, it's not. Look at Bewley. Bam! Again, the attitude on Bewley's car. Look at him. Close as ever. Woo! Yep. And look, I had an in-car shot of Bewley before, okay? I didn't comment too much on it, but look at the wheel work. I know some of the bloody stream comes across a bit floaty, but look at the wheel work on Bewley. This is live, so this is how much work he's doing to keep this thing under the rear wing of Dixon's car.
Yeah, the inputs down there into Minerali's super precise, though. No more wheel work than he needed to there.
Some of the opposite lock, the amount of opposite lock these guys are using as they just range up on the back of Marnie here. So fast. Here we go. Marnie makes a marginal step to the side, doesn't have to get out of the throttle. Bam, bam, down to Dixon. The BMW spitting sparks out of the back of it. Bewley again.
And the GT class closing up as well, Davo. Don't want to startle you, but that is definitely closing up.
Where do we put the cameras? J-Man, I need 2 sets of cameras here.
We need that picture inside a picture for sure.
And here we go, Bewley, the attitude. Dixon, super smooth, gets the gain. And it continues on, another lap. How quick was that? Like, seriously, these guys.
So fast. Well, it was a 132.8 quick, that's what it was.
Well, there you go, on board there with Nathan Bewley, ladies and gentlemen.
So I reckon George Goddard owns Sector 3 over Harry Lawrence and Isaac Ichikawa, so the Ferrari definitely a little bit more favourable up over the Alta chicane and down the hill.
That's Makalos just rolling out of the pit lane as the boys roll past there. So a trio of Tokyo taxis now in behind. Obviously Makalos out of position, but nonetheless, look at these three flying in formation. Is it the Three Stooges or is it the Three Musketeers, J-Man? I don't know.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's not going to be that long before Dixie and Bewley catch them again as well. If we look at where Goddard, and that is they're heading up to the Teller now. Yep. Dixie and Bewley are coming down to Tambarillo as we speak. Super close once again, these two. Nothing in it. Oh, and slight run wide there for Dixie. Nothing to be had down to Villeneuve.
I can't keep up. I can't keep up, J-Man.
The pressure's on. The pressure is on.
I know. I can feel it, man. I can't keep up with this. There's too much going on. Hypers, freaking GTs, everything's awesome. It's way too much. Hell. Okay, out of the in-car, Nathan Bewley.
Car looks proper.
Oh, look, you just pointed me at the bloody Hypers, J-Man, and you go back to Teggles.
No, that's where the battle is. I was just identifying what was happening a little further down.
And I thank you for that. We need more than even 2 bloody sets of eyes on this stuff because there is so much going on, ladies and gentlemen. Even in what is a relatively short 75-minute race here. And only 5 hypers in the field. It feels like, well, there's only 2 at the moment. But there feels like there's 20 friggin' GT cars at the moment. There's plenty going on in the background as we try and bring you all of the goodness here on a Monday night here for Rainlight Racing's 2025 LMU Series Round 3 at Imola. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notifications and all that jazz. And if you're not new and you're just hanging out here again and you haven't hit the like already, hit that right now as we watch Nathan Bewley range up on the back of Will Dixon. We are winding down, J-Man. We're coming down to that that critical 10-minute mark here, and that traffic is Steve Crossland, J-Man.
Yeah, so that's them lapping to P4 again in the field.
It'll be the last
Dixie
time.
Gets in at a favourable time. So does Bewley because he's that close. Anything Dixie can do, Bewley can do as well.
Absolutely.
Goddard and Co, they are coming down the hill, down to the Ravasa, so it's not going to be long before Dixie ends up turning up with those boys as well. So.
Oh, very awkward run to the chicane there at the top of the hill. J-Man from Bewley. Looked like he just pinched the rears on the entry, got a little bit of inside curb on the exit.
You watch the battery dump from Dixie here on the front straight.
So Bewley dropped back a bit. Watch the battery dump from Dixon as the sparks apply. Got a very solid bloody connection here to the service tonight too. We're getting a reasonable stream as well.
I don't want to say anything.
Okay, stop it, Davo. Don't say any more.
Oh, Harry Lawrence has a big look on Ichikawa up into Tozer. Nothing came of it, but man, he had a big look. Sorry, Dave, it was just a pickup.
Well, luckily, they're only just up in front of these boys, so it wasn't even a camera change. They just swung around.
Out the way.
Yeah.
And is that Microlos parking it? Yeah, it is. Microlos parks it for the night. He was my pick to go P1 for the GTs. I got that wrong because it's all about George Goddard holding off Ichikawa and Harry Lawrence at the moment with 9.5 minutes left to run in this thing. And can Nathan Bewley mount the attack on Will Dixon? He led this race for the better part of 40 minutes and found himself in traffic, and Dixie got past. It's been that way since. So a lot of traffic now as we can see them threading the needle through Harry Lawrence, about to pass Ichikawa down the hill. Doesn't get it. And this has gotten awkward very quickly. And a little
very quickly. We just got it all there. Ladies and gentlemen.
See what the battery dump is like now, because I tell you what, Bewley is right on the rear splitter. Yeah, he's not dropping him this time.
I'm freaking speechless. Look at this. Oh, shit, J-Man, I hope this doesn't end in tears. This is getting really serious.
Oh, look at them
Oh,
sideways.
man.
Both of them.
Up on the curb. Really working hard. Whoa. Whoa. The slightest of mistake, and this is the thing, if there's a mistake, there'll be nothing malicious, but it's just they're so on the edge and they're so close. God, makes me nervous just watching. Because
pretty exciting stuff.
it is very exciting, very good quality racing, and we have seen it all night, J-Man. What are we in? It's nearly, what, 70 freaking minutes.
Yeah, these guys have been trading for good 68 odd minutes already.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for joining us again, ladies and gentlemen. Tuning in to what has been an epic night of LMU racing with 7.5 minutes or just under to run. It's still not over yet. I am so focused on these two boys. We have still got the George Goddard, Ichikawa, and Harry Lawrence.
Well,
look at that, the two between Ichikawa and Lawrence. Goddard. Look at these three. Look at these three. All in camera shot. You thought the bloody hypers were fierce. Look at this battle here as we run down with just under 7 minutes to run. Oh my God. This could go anywhere. J-Man. Oh, bloody hell.
yeah, fantastic podium battle here. Harry Lawrence just got a better line through Villeneuve the last couple of laps. They're a long way around there on Ichikawa. But Ichikawa wags the tail out of Tosa.
Oh, he's vulnerable.
That's going to give Harry Lawrence...
Lawrence, look, and we've said it the whole stream, haven't we, J-Man, right from the top of the broadcast.
You can't count him out.
Don't count out Lawrence. And here we are. 6 minutes to go. He's sitting in third position. Mate.
And he's really good through the chicane every lap. He is probably the best through the chicane if he's got a clear run. He just nails it.
Oh, smooth as silk.
Yeah, absolutely was. A Dixon and Bewley have put on a fantastic show.
They have turned it on, mate. You are absolutely right.
Oh no, that was Bewley with a big half a lose through Tamburillo, and that's given a good advantage late in the piece of 5.5 minutes to go to Will Dixon. I tell you what, he did a fantastic job to hang on to that. I would have loved to have seen the in-car wheel work of that.
I miss the replays in LMU, to be honest.
Yeah, and he's wagged the tail again, so those rears...
So we're going to let...
His Toyota are protesting.
J-Man call that as it's going on in the background here, but we are going to stay out of the back, over the back wing of Isaac Ichikawa's car as Harry Lawrence attacks for the next 5 minutes. Not even, J-Man, and it is on! Wow!
These boys know what's at stake. They know where the timer clock is. They know
they do.
Energy to get home, and it's gloves are off now. It's time.
Oh, Goddard will just be going, hey, you guys, you just keep playing amongst yourselves. I'm out. Look how close these guys are. Goddard.
Irrespective of what order this finishes in, these guys have had a fantastic night of sim racing.
Doesn't get much closer, J-Man. Oh, here we go.
Overlap.
Trying to get it.
No, he backs out of it.
We do have 0 helicopters in the air here at Imola at the moment.
No fly zone.
I think all the pilots are in the bar already, so we're not getting any overhead stuff. But here we are. Is that a hyper running up behind these guys, just in the distance? It is. Chris Fraser. Chris Fraser.
Shane Fodderdo is approaching the front 3 GT cars.
Oh, he's right on him, actually, J-Man. As we just see Fodderdo. Oh, a random heli shot out of LMU. Thanks, LMU. That's awesome. Just totally when I didn't need it, but I didn't know I needed it, but I needed it. There you go. So Shane Fodderdo, look, doing a stellar job, J-Man. Actually, in third position there. We will get back. Kawa, look at these two Lexus. They look like they're challenging each other for a fare in Mumbai at the moment. Who's going to get there first? No, it's my Camry. No, hell no, it's mine.
reckon Harry Lawrence's spot, if he's just far enough back here, he gets the run out of the ultra chicane to run down the hill. He looks so strong off of here. The car looks well set up for the curbs.
Look how close they've gone on Goddard, J-Man. Yep. Okay, so the Porsche running through here now, that is Chris Fraser, I think. Yep. Look at this. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, and what the worst place. This, at the worst time, Fraser's the one that's off. Fraser's the one that's going to go. Oh, Ichikawa goes off. What the hell just happened there? Oh, no. We've got under 2 minutes to run, ladies and gentlemen. That was not. That was... I'm physically shaking my head. We need dash cam on me, Davo. I'm just like, what the hell, J-Man? George Gunnard's gone. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming.
0.4 seconds with effectively, where are the hypers? Where are the hypers? Okay, so they're about to come around again. Here comes Will Dixon going across the line. So I guess that means Goddard's got one more in this to go. So what? That's good for Harry Lawrence. 1.2 seconds. Already taken 2/10 out of that margin. He needs this. He's only going to have whatever's left of this lap. And one more as they head down to Acqua Minerale. He needs to be good. We know how good the Ferrari is through the final sector.
He's got this.
Hayden Ted gets a drive through. That might be track infringements.
Oh, no. That's not good for Tiggles.
Now, Dixie's got the better part of 3.6 seconds now, so you'd think with this being effectively the last lap, that will be all she wrote. But it'll only be about Harry Lawrence. What can he do with Goddard? Now we've got 0.8. It was 1.4, it's 0.8. He makes that sort of margin on the next lap. He is right there, makes the apex down on the
See the turn in. See the turn in from the Camry there. It's epic. Goddard, that car looks slow at the moment.
Well, he has got all the company he needs. And Harry Lawrence right now. This will be an exciting finish. It should have been a three-way. However, Ichikawa and Fraser came together, just robbed us of a three-way, but we're definitely getting the two-way for the lead of this race.
Mate, and it's going to run.
It's taken Harry 75 minutes to get there.
How far back was he? It was like miles back, J-Man.
Oh, missed shift there. That cost him a little bit there. Just had a double shift out of Villeneuve. But he's still right there.
That thing is quick.
Dixon has finished the race. Sorry, Will gets the win over Nathan Bewley and Shane Fodorado. Chris Fraser, Gunther Rowe, retired. However, we'll stick with the Harry Lawrence battle because this is where it's at now.
We'll 100% stay with this.
So like I said, it's all about this chicane up here, I believe, for Harry Lawrence. He's been so good there all night. He's possibly a little close to make something of it, but we've seen how good the car is at the apex down at the Ravasa, turn 17, 18.
Oh, Goddard runs deep!
It's given
Goddard,
Harry Lawrence the run.
Goddard's run the inside line for the final corner here. What's going to happen, J-Man? He's letting him go. Can he stop it? The bloody Camry turns well, J-Man. Look at that.
Gets it done with one corner to go. Harry Lawrence over George Goddard. What a fantastic battle. Take a bow, boys. All to get Ichikawa. And hold your head up high, mate. That was a fantastic race.
Wow.
Good stuff.
That was not in the script, J-Man.
No.
That epic finish from the boys. Wow. That man needs a congratulations. As do probably a couple of guys. I don't know how we're going to do this. We'll do one from each. Let's get Dixie in here and maybe freaking Lawrence or something. Okay, let's work something out here, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with us.
We'll start off with Dixie. Mate, we've got him down in the booth. Got us on comms, Will.
Yeah, hey fellas.
Mate, 75 minutes.
Mate.
Absolute madness. Well, on your account, it was probably more like 72, mate, because you did break away at the back end. But, mate, tell me you're not spent without telling me you're spent, mate.
Yeah, mate, that was intense. I was sick. I'd probably, if it wasn't for having to chase Bewley the whole time, like I probably would have crashed out because I'm fucking rooted.
Yeah. Now, look, you got an opportune moment at the 40-minute mark coming up out of Aqua Minerale before the ultra chicane. You took it with both hands. Good pit stop. However, Bewley in the second phase post pit stop looked to really up the pace and stick with you on that one. Were you at all concerned in that second phase of the race?
No, not really. I was just trying to look after I haven't quite figured out the diff in this car.
Yep.
It's heaps sort of snappy. So you just got to, I don't know, just keep changing the slip angle. But yeah, he was definitely better on the brakes. That's for sure.
Yeah, both of you had a couple of big moments into turn 7, Tosa to turn left at the hairpin and head up the hill. Couple of really scary sideways moments, big opposite lock into there. However, one noticeable thing that we did pick up on tonight coming out of turn 18 down at the Rivaz there, it looked like your energy dump was a little better or a little bit more aggressive.
Out of the final
you
corner.
Certainly had,
Yep.
you had the measure down the front straight there for quite a few laps. It looked like you could just pull a couple of car lengths.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like I had the punch out of the corner, for sure. So I was just trying to work on like the slow entry and a neater exit. And yeah, had sort of few chances at the start to maybe make a dive, but I just sort of just play it safe. And then, like you said, when he got stuck behind that, had a moment, got stuck behind the GT3 car, sort of took it.
Yeah, and with that point too, lapping the GT3s, obviously every, what did you say, Dave, about every 13 minutes or something?
Yeah, just under 14 minutes, you guys.
Just under 14 minutes.
Yeah.
Obviously, how aware are you, Dixie, when you do that, that you kind of see them in the distance and you think, shit, they're going to come at the wrong time? Do you start thinking about maybe altering your line? We saw you got boxed on the front straight once and actually took to the grass on the inside, but, are you starting to size it up pretty early? Because I know things are happening pretty quick behind the wheel.
Yeah, I think that was Rob. I was going, yeah, he probably panicked a bit because we were going both sides of him.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah,
you got to go. You got to go for it. But yeah, if you sort of just see him coming up in your turn, you just lift a bit earlier so that way you can work on your exit rather than getting stuck right on the bumper and then having no exit speed, I guess.
Yeah, nice. Well, look, mate, that just absolutely kept us entertained and the viewers, I'm sure.
It's hectic.
For the full length of the race, mate, honestly, that is a hell of a show. So well done, Dixie. You brought that one home. Well deserved, mate. Great pace. And I think the race pace, quote me if I'm not correct, but I felt like that was faster than quali.
Maybe about 5-6 tenths off.
Okay, well, there you go. So you guys were certainly on the gas, settled into it. So, hey, look, well done, mate. Looking forward to next week already.
Cheers, and yeah, props to Bewley. That was a good race. Thanks, fellas.
Awesome, mate.
Good on you, mate.
All right, there you go. And
wow. He's
the
cool.
next guy,
He gets out of the car. He's just so cool. He's just like, yeah, no, it's easy.
Yeah. And the next guy went from the next guy went from the shit house to the penthouse, Dave. It took him 75 minutes, mate, to get back to the front. Left it to the last corner. Harry Lawrence take a bow.
Yes, Harry Lawrence. He was never in the shit house for me. I just said, watch this guy, and here he is. Yeah. Harry, how are you, mate?
You got us on comms, has it?
Yeah, I got you on comms.
Mate, what a race. I went from, being up in the mix to the back, mate. Had to fight through adversity, eyes forward. We never counted you out for a second, mate. We know that you play the long game. And, mate, what a fantastic race.
Yes, thank you. I copped a little bit of a bonk from Costas on lap 1, sadly, but I just put my head down and put my heart to it. I didn't expect to actually have the pace that I did because I haven't done much practice for this week, and just slowly chipping away at it.
Yeah, now the target was constantly evolving, Harry. Like we saw you, initially sizing up the likes of Wozniak and co, and then move forward to look towards Crossy. Obviously, once you got through on Crossy, I think he had a bit of a whoopsie, and then was a fair old margin. It was about 4.6 seconds up the road to Isaac and Goddard, and you just kept pressing on, mate. You know, like it. Was there any point of that race there when you sort of sat in the middle ground where you're thinking, oh, this might be it based on the numbers, or did you have belief right, you know, from the early stages?
Pretty much from the moment we left the pits to when Ichikawa got turned, that was where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be P3 at best here.
Yep. And then, mate, the pressure on that final lap, Harry, you know, like we saw the intensity ramp up with 2 to 3, maybe even 4 laps to go, but the pressure on that final lap and your execution, and I called it through the ultra chicane, was just, you know, I don't know whether you engineered the suspension on that car to really absorb that, but it looked the most comfortable through that chicane out of all the GT cars tonight.
Yeah, I had turned the traction control up for like the last 20 minutes, but then I turned it back down and it went back to how it was, and it was really nice.
Yeah.
So that's probably what gave me the good drive.
Yeah, and I think critically the final 2 turns down at the Ravasa there on the penultimate lap, you made the apex when Georgie was just a little wide, and then I think that set the tone for that last lap, and you sort of just shadowed him all the way through. We saw how strong the car was coming up out of Tosa up the hill, but look, up to that point, I had been calling that the Ferrari was really good in the back sector, but you made it count on the last lap. So massive congratulations, man, and thanks for putting on a show for us and the viewers tonight, because I think when you watch that one back, you'll see that it was a hell of a race between yourself and the boys, and also the Hypers put on a big show tonight too. So well done, Harry.
Thank you, mate. It was a really good race.
Well done. That is Harry Lawrence taking out
Thanks,
round
Harry.
3 at Imola.
Yeah,
on the last corner, Dave.
On the last lap, on the last corner, pretty much. It was like coming right down to the wire. There was a whole bunch going on there, and it definitely kept myself and J-Man entertained, but hopefully kept you guys entertained as well. And we do appreciate your support, ladies and gentlemen. So you look, if you're new to the channel, please hit the like, subscribe, and notifications button. And if you're just tuning in, as you always do, week to week, thank you very much. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave tonight. Well, we're going to wrap it up, J-Man. Freaking crazy. What a race. What a freaking race. I just didn't expect that. We knew, you know, the guys are starting to get a handle on this whole LMU stuff, obviously in the GT class, but clearly the boys in the hypercars are starting to get handling on this as well. And so that's becoming extremely
better every week.
It's becoming extremely entertaining. It was hard to take our eyes off it, wasn't it, the whole race? But when we did find the time to actually look back at the GT cars, man, it was all going on. It was a big race going on, and Harry Lawrence, like I think both you and I called right at the beginning or the top of the stream, is a one not to discount. And sure as shit, there he was on the podium and in the comms box. J-Man, in the hot box here at the end of the night. Love it. Okay, that's enough. We've had enough. That is race 3. Let's go back. I'll get you a calendar, ladies and gentlemen, so you know what you're up for the next race. We just did round 3, Imola. There you go, in the Rainlight Racing 2025 LMU series, the third of the 2025 LMU series. Next week we are going to be at Silverstone, and you know what? It's going to be MatchFit Entertainment streaming it again for you guys on the internet on a Monday night, and it's going to be Davo here and a J-Man right by my side once again. Isn't that right, mate? And
Absolutely. Yep.
We're going to see you then. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like, hit the
Bye for now.
subscribe. Tune in next Monday. Bye. Where's that button? I need that other button. Where's that button? Stream, end.